Now then on BBC One, I'll be talking in a fake northern accent so I seem more approachable and homely, even though I come from Surrey. And I've brought you some lovely homemade scones. Would you like one? Because I'm just like you in isolation at home, apart from, well, being in Television Centre brought in by an Addison Lee. But at least I'm empathising with you right now. So let's all settle down for the Saturday Super Show.
Mr. Stuart saying we are live. How are you all this Easter weekend?
Hey!
Look at you with your little starry background. Welcome, everyone. In the next hour, our guest artists are going to be the one and only Myra DuBois. We've got the fantastic magician Mark Watson all the way from Australia. I would say the goddess of the green screen, Sooz Kempner, and the 80s legend herself, Yasmine Day. What do you think of that, our Stuart?
Oh, it's great. I'm really excited. Everyone's been making videos all week. We've got some fabulous content. I'm really excited. Plus, as well as those, we've got some very, very special guests.
Hello, this is Todrick Hall, and this video is for the Phoenix Arts Club, who are meeting every single week and having live streams supporting the Stagey Friends and keeping the fans entertained and engaged. I just want to say thank you so much for finding a creative way to keep people engaged and keep people inspired and to entertain people even during the midst of a crazy global pandemic. Thank you, Phoenix Arts Club, for all the amazing work you do, you creative beings, and stay safe out there. Much love. Bye.
Oh, Stagey friend. Are you my Stagey friend?
Where did we get Todrick Hall from?
Well, I'm not telling you. It's a secret, but it is the real one.
I don't think he remembers that he got drunk in the club every night when he was in Chicago. Well, he was in Chicago.
He was in Chicago. He's a very talented man. And here's another talented man, if you ask me. We've been watching him on the television, and I have to admit, I'm a big fan. This one's for you, Pete Grimes. Here we go.
This is a vital update about coronavirus.
Many people have been saying that I have absolutely no personality. Let me say categorically now, this is not true. I am plainly brilliant, and I have a girlfriend. But I have taken your points on board, and to reach the masses, I will deliver tonight's announcement in song. Please stay at home. Anyone can coronavirus me. Only go out when absolutely necessary. Always stay 2 meters apart. Don't meet others outside your house, even friends and family.
Stay home. Protect the NHS. Save lives.
Our little guest star for Easter. I'm a big fan. He's plainly brilliant, you have to admit.
You look, I'm sorry to say, you look like Brian Blessed has had a facelift.
Which bit of me looks like Brian Blessed?
What is that? Is that tape? What did you do? Is that cling film?
Yes. Next up, our first big guest of the evening. She's live from West Norwood. That's where she lives. So go and stampede it. It's the wonderful, the one and only Miss Myra DuBois.
Hello, gentle viewer. That's right, it's me, Myra DuBois. No need to applaud. Coming to you this Saturday night. No, actually, go on, applaud. Yeah, I heard it. Coming to you this Saturday night, courtesy of the Phoenix Arts Club on Charing Cross Road. But the Phoenix flat is where it's at tonight. We're broadcasting to you live from the Phoenix flat. This isn't live, though. This is a pre-recorded VT as we call it in the business. It stands for videotape, which is an odd thing to call it because that's an obsolete medium. Speaking of obsolete mediums, I've got a book coming out soon called Rotherham Wives. That's right, it's written by me, Myra DuBois. Inevitable rave review here. That's because it's not been published yet. We do have a publisher ready to go, Nigerian chap. Got an email off him, just need to send him my bank details, and it's all going ahead. So I'm giving you a little bit of an exclusive here with a reading from my first work of fiction. And it is a work of fiction as well, I hasten to add. It would be very easy for me to base my first foray into literature on my own life story. But no, this is about a fictitious protagonist by the name of Myra DuBois. And she's a cabaret performer from the north of England. And I'm going to read a little bit of the first chapter for you. And just so you know, so you can picture it in your mind, for the film, we're thinking Meryl. Okay, here we go. Are you sitting comfortably? Right, well, shut up then. Let me get on with it. Chapter 1, Rotherham Wives, by me, Myra DuBois. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. It was pissing it down. Moira's black patent stiletto heels with the stickers left on the bottom in case she wanted to take them back to Shoe Zone when she'd done with them sent splashes of water in all directions as she clapped along the pavement. Her red painted fingernails contrasted with the black plastic of the small umbrella handle she currently clutched, which was attached to an umbrella which Moira was currently hunched under to protect herself from the rain because, as I said, it was pissing it down. The umbrella was transparent with a leopard print trim. Moira gave a small, resigned chuckle to herself. She chuckled, resignedly. For she, too, was transparent. Transparent, that is, when it came to love. She also had leopard print trim. Her hunched figure, which was only hunched because of the rain, she usually had excellent posture, made its way up the side of the Rothersley Social Club and past a big neon yellow poster decorated with hand-drawn stars, proudly declaring in marker pen, "Tonight, Myra DuBois!" Bingo after. Moira stopped in her tracks. Glued to the poster was a promotional photograph of Rothersley's own Myra DuBois, protected by a sheet of removable perspex smeared with raindrops. Moira barely recognised herself. A youthful face with a Cheshire Cat smile beamed out from behind a microphone, longing to entertain. "I'm here to entertain you," said the pose. Moira's focus altered to her current reflection, which smacked back at her with a sneer. Composing herself, she forced a smile and wiggled her shoulders. "Teeth and tits, DuBois," she reminded herself out loud, and shuffled forward along the pavement before opening a door marked stage, shaking off her umbrella, and disappearing inside. Oh, I wonder what happens next, eh, viewers? Well, you'll have to go to a good book retailer when they're open again to find out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, gentle viewers. I'll see you all later. All right, bye, bye, yeah, bye, bye.
I love Myra. That's a legend. Rotherham Wives. I love that.
Have you been to Rotherham?
Let us know you enjoy yourself, folks. And remember, if you want to help us keep streaming through the lockdown, you can tip at the Phoenix. The link is posted in the status of this live stream, or I keep putting it in the comment stream for you.
Now, you've been watching the news quite avidly, haven't you, Mr. Stuart?
I have. Yes, I have. And also, I've got a bit of a secret. I've been filming a TV show that people might know as Love Island. And it's not been put out yet because of the lockdown, but we have got a snippet. Of
Right. Yes, but in your lonely flat, I'm worried that you've become a little obsessed.
Yeah, I'm a bit brainwashed.
Oh, well, here we go then.
However, great the temptation is just to think about the sacrifices those in the front line, particularly in our NHS, are making.
It's been almost 3 weeks
It's vital we take the right decisions at the right time. I think you've certainly made us all think long and hard. Let me just explain a little bit about why that's so important. After all the efforts, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's gone the extra mile coming up. Now, while the early signs suggest that they are having the impact that we need to see, and I appreciate that it's often the little things that hurt the most. We've moved beyond the peak.
Entre tes reins, je vais et je viens. Entre tes reins, et je me retiens.
Unfortunately, right now, we just can't do those sorts of things. And I'm really sorry about that. Let's not ruin it now. So we must keep it up. Did you want to come back with anything?
I'm sorry.
Is that what's keeping you busy?
I'm very busy. I'm also very, very, very worried that I'm being brainwashed and becoming a Tory.
I'm a bit worried that I'd be put in jail for cutting that.
Very sexy. I'm sorry. Politics aside, he was a wrestler and a boxer. He's very sexy.
Oh, yeah, right. Moving on swiftly to our next guest. It's the wonderful, all the way from Australia. Watch this carefully. That's all I'm saying. By the way, I've got you a present. After the film.
Oh, hello there. Mark Watson here, the man of mischief. And for the next few minutes, we're going to do some mischief together. I hope you're ready for this Phoenix Arts Club. It's great to be here with you, joining in on the Saturday night show. I'm actually out here in Sydney, Australia. That's right. I moved out here in January of this year. And so for me, it's actually pretty early in the morning. So you might see a little bit of sunlight going on back here. But it's great to have you here. In fact, ever since I've been out here in Australia, I've been trying to experience things a little bit, trying to keep myself busy with my magic and my juggling and whatnot. And I've actually been trying to do some fun things. In fact, I think the guys at the Phoenix Arts Club might even have a little video that they can show you. Do you want to roll the VT now? That's right. So that's what I've been up to the last couple of months since I last performed at the Phoenix Arts Club. But now I'm here for you right here on the live stream. I know it's going to be amazing. Now, I don't know if you know much about me, but I'm actually what they call a gentleman juggler. And before I get you looking blankly at your screen back at home, I perhaps need to explain. You see, a gentleman juggler back in the old days would turn up in a nice suit, unlike these modern jugglers you see with glitzy props, glamorous items. They'd juggle lots of objects in the air. No, a gentleman juggler was a gentleman. So he'd put on a nice suit, and the things that he would juggle, well, they would be seemingly normal, everyday items you might find around the house. For example, he might wear a nice bowler hat like this, take it off his head, attempt to balance it on his nose, often to rapturous applause. Not bad, thank you, all three of you back at home. Now, the key skill for any great gentleman juggler is something that's known as cigar box juggling. You see, back in the day, when people smoked a whole lot more cigars than they did today, they used to juggle cigar boxes. Now, these boxes here have never held any cigars, I can assure you. They're just hollow, made of wood. There's no strings, no magnets, no glue that are about to help me achieve what I'm about to show you. So, if the guys back at the tech line back at home are ready with my music, I think we might be just about ready to show you a little bit of cigar box juggling. Music at the back there for me. Thank you so much. Here we go. 3-box juggling. Here we go.
It looks like it's gonna hail. Baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. You better come inside, let me teach you how to
I'm just checking you're watching at home, to be honest, making you sure you're still awake. Let's try the tricky stuff. Here we go. That's not even my favourite one, folks. This is my favourite one. Here we go. I'll tell you what, let's try and combine those two, shall we? Here we go. Not bad, not bad. I can hear a little bit of the applause coming through the internet there. Let's try a couple of tricky tricks. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. I'll tell you what, let's try the tricky stuff. Here we go. Tell you what, all this stuff makes me want to try a tricky trick. Let's try a tricky trick. Here we go. Yeah, I don't quite know how I'm getting out of this one either. Let's try. Oh, not bad, not bad. Oh, I'll tell you what, do you want to see me go faster? Of course you want to see me go faster. It's the internet. Here we go. Let's go faster. Here we go. That wasn't it. I'm just building up to it. Okay, here we go. Big finish. There we go. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you with the music background. That's perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that back at home. Now, actually, while I've been out here in Australia, obviously we've got the whole coronavirus thing going on over here as well. And I've been trying to keep myself busy by trying to fill in my time, learning a few new skills and tricks along the way as best I could. And I think, once again, back at the tech desk, they've got a little VT that they want to show you, a few videos and bits and pieces that I've been working on back over here. So if we can show that VT now.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. 6 o'clock TV hour, don't get caught in foreign tower, slash and burn, return. Listen to yourself churn. Locking in uniform and book, burning blood, letting.
So that's just some of the stuff I've been working on while we've all been in lockdown out here. And I try and share as much of this as I can on my social media. So please do go ahead and follow me. You can find me at Man of Mischief. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Just don't follow me to Australia. That would be weird. Now, you may have seen that my beautiful fiancée has managed to find me a nice stool over here. And she's even gone away and found a few extra boxes because she knows that one of my favorite tricks in all the world is a trick known as the 9-box stack. And seeing as I've got all this time to practice right here, I thought I'd finish with you all with my favorite trick. This is the 9-box stack. We're going to give this a go. Now, may I remind you again, these are just hollow wooden boxes. There's no strings, no magnets, no glue that are going to help me achieve what I'm about to show you. So, to finish off my little bit for the Phoenix Arts Club show, a little bit of the 9-box stack. Are we ready with the music in the back there? Yep, that's beautiful. Here we go. 9 boxes, the 9-box stack. Here we go. 1, 2. This might be trickier than I thought. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Look, you can't do it at home either, okay? Here we go. 5 boxes. There we go. 5 boxes. Here we go. 6, 7. Here we go. 7 boxes. There we go. No, I couldn't cheat you like that, folks. I couldn't cheat you. We've got to do it properly. Here we go. A 9-box stack. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9 boxes. Yes. Oh, wonderful. But I've got to be honest with you, folks. That's not the real 9-box stack. Oh no, this is the 9-box stack. And I want to thank you all so much for being out there. Thank you for tuning in and watching this live Phoenix Arts Club show. We've got to keep live entertainment alive throughout all this, and you guys are helping making that happen. So thank you so much. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is for you. The 9-box stack. Here we go. It's times like this I really wish I hadn't used such tense music. Here we go. there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 9-box stack. I've been Mark Watson, Man of Mischief. Thank you so much for tuning in, and keep watching the rest of the show because we've got some great stuff coming up. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Back to the studio.
Yeah,
I love it. Now, can you do that with your box as well?
Huh?
Can you do that with your box?
Not with mine, maybe 9 other people's.
Right, well, I see that you're dressed for chocolate, your little licorice all sorts. I've bought this for you. Look what it says.
Is it Colin the Caterpillar?
That's clever, isn't it?
It's very cool. Is that for me?
It is
Or
for you. Now, I have other gifts for you. I've been collecting things on the internet. I thought I'd play you some of my favourite clips. Are we ready? Watch this one. You're going to like this one. This is a friend of our Peter Dunbar. The one on the bottom.
Basically did that in lockdown. That's amazing.
Oh, that's what happens in lockdown. People do things like that. Now, the next clip, Stu, is from my plumber. Being a very good Christian and Catholic, he sent me this clip, but I have to admit it's the one that makes me laugh more than anything else. It's completely real, this. Are you ready? Here it comes.
In need of thy mercy.
I know.
The fifth mysterious.
Who was that?
I don't know, his flatmate or something.
Is that the priest's lover? Is it? It's the vicar's lover.
Don't say that. No, I think it must be his housemate or something. I don't... Stop it. Next up, let's get back to the 80s. She kindly dropped this VHS, I can't even say it, off through my letterbox earlier today. It's the wonderful Yasmine Day. Woo!
Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit lonely that you're never coming round. I don't know if you noticed, but I actually just sung that bit a cappella. That's just an Italian word, by the way. A meaning at, and cappella meaning being amazing, all on your own. Good evening, Phoenix Arts Club. My name is Yasmine Day, famous 1980s power ballad singer, most commonly known for my top 200 hit, Love Hurts When Eagles Fly. Or you may know me for fronting the legendary Genesis cover band, Phil Collins. Now I am recording right now, live from my boudoir. I'm sure a lot of you normies have never seen a celebrity's room before. Well, here it is. It's in Chessington, Surrey, aka the Nashville of England. And I rather like self-isolating here. I've got everything I need. I've got my spotlight, a photo of me, and me. Now tonight, I will be telling an anecdote, also written in my autobiography, Holding Back the Years. Now you can buy one of these books for $17.99. So if you put the cash under my doormat, I can give one to you after lockdown, and hopefully by then the biography will be finished. Now, this is all about the time that I met my producer, Bruce Oldfield. Now, he was the man who first discovered me back in 1982. This was way before I was Yasmine Day, back when I was little Brenda Gronk, and I was in a band called Rum and Raisin. I was Rum because I was spicy, and Raisin was my 90-year-old bass player, and we would play at Crawley's premier wine bar called La Italiano. Now Bruce, he came up to me after the gig one night, and he said, Yasmine, I'm going to make you a star. And Bruce really knew what he was talking about. He was a dentist and record producer. Now he said that he had a song for me to record, and that song was called My Heart Beats For You, in brackets, fast. Now it was originally meant for Bonnie Tyler, but she actually turned it down, saying that it was too fast and bad. So I got the song, and I remember we went to this studio in Ealing, me, Bruce and Raisin, and it was very exciting. But they were very worried about the song, Bruce and Raisin, because they said that it was simply too fast to record. But you know what? I said no, we have to keep recording, because I am a professional, and this was going to be my first #1 hit. So on we went with the recording, and I remember Bruce, he was on the mixing desk, and he just could not keep up with the tempo. I was watching him from the vocal booth as he was riding the faders up and down like an octopus on speed. He just couldn't keep up. I was really worried about him. I thought he was going to have a heart attack. Then he did. He died right there on the mixing desk. So I had to obviously finish the song on my own. So I had to haul Bruce's body off the mixing desk and do it all myself. And after that, I had to pitch it to, record producers, agents, all of that sort of thing. And you know what they said? It was too fast. But I think that it was just ahead of its time, like a lot of the things I've done. And I think now it's a great time to debut the song. Now we're in 2020, we're in this lockdown, and I want to produce some really worthwhile content for my fans out there. So here it is, My Heart Beats For You, in brackets, fast. My heart is for you, and I love you so much. I love you touching every time I see your face. I wanna kiss you and I wanna look into your eyes and tell you what is on my mind. And every time I think of you, I wanna say our love is true. Every time you think of me, I want it out cause I can be and beat it slowly in the dark. Fast and let me pass us hot. Promise me you won't slow down, which keep us spinning round and round. Cause baby, you are very nice and I'm nice and we are nice. Your heart is nice and not so fast as making slow the fastest. Boom, 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 that's the sound of our hearts. Boom, 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 that's the sound of our hearts.
Utterly amazing.
I love Yasmine Day. Do you know Yasmine? We met Yasmine when we did the Cabaret Awards the first ever time at the Phoenix Arts Club. That's where we met her. She's amazing. So funny. I love it.
Talented. Now, the wonderful thing about our Easter special is that we've been asking our Phoenix Arts Club's, that's the word, crew to make us some videos, Stu. Now, you're going to love this because you haven't seen any of them. We've had some good entries. There is a theme to most of them. You're going to see, not a surprise. But first up, all the way from Edinburgh, what a place to be in isolation. The wonderful Peter Dunbar. Here he comes.
No. Okay. Hi, Carol. I just think I need a break. I need a little break. I need some thinking time, some time for me, a little break.
Pressing your whole palms into the ground and starting to
Palms into the ground, yeah. Okay.
Squeeze your knees around your elbows.
Right.
And then just rocking back. And then match your movements with your breath. Here's to take a big inhale. Rock.
Okay, gherkins, mayonnaise, peas, and then I put the sausage where? All right. Oh. There's a piece missing. This is You can come up with a good Facebook status. I know you can. Just believe in yourself. It's got to be meaningful. It's got to be important. It's got to stand out from the rest. Facebook status app. Inspiration. I've got it. I've got it.
Well, he worryingly looks like Harry Potter, doesn't he, when he does that?
Well, someone just said he looks like Andrew Scott, but that's being very, very kind. I love that. Can we just say hello quickly to everybody? Thank you for joining us on the stream. I hope you're really enjoying our show tonight and our new take on the Saturday Super Show.
I love it. Next up, you might be wondering how we got Todrick on the show. Well, I have a little surprise for you, Stuart. Have you seen this? You must. If not, you need to tune in and look at this, because it's hilarious. As found by Peter Dunbar. I'm doing 58 things at once. Here we go.
Gentlemen, please.
Look, it's a site called Cameo. And look, you can buy all of these celebrities to do whatever you want on your mobile phone, and there's the prizes. We've got... Can you read that? Why aren't you on it, Stuart?
What is this? A peace call?
What is it?
I said, honey.
More worrying,
Okay,
look,
so this
you
is
can
a
get
message
Katie
for
Hopkins.
all the Milton Keynes.
How much is she?
Lebos and T-Bows staying indoors, and it's a message to say that you must stay inside and you mustn't travel anywhere until it's safe to do so, and you must obey the rules and you mustn't be naughty.
I've got a powerful horse outside.
Yeah, Katie Hopkins, £41. Jamie Lambert, one of our friends, £24. Who's this poor son of a £4.15? And look who I found just for you, but his price might be a little too high. That's all I'm saying.
I said, honey.
Your chance to get Dominic Raab to do whatever you like for 100,000. He can't even put the comma in the right place.
Why is it like £24.90p? Like, why is it? What's in this?
It's like the share business. They move up and down in price by the day. Who was that guy that was £4? Why would you do anything for £4?
If I set one up, I'll do it for £2.89. Can we do that? Can we set me up for next week so I can do cameos for people?
Yes, darling. In the meantime, I think we should hear from our Lord and Master, the Captain himself. He's next door having a gin and tonic. Here he is, Mr. Ken Wright.
I'm speaking to you now from my luxury yacht, moored somewhere off a remote island called Fitzrovia. I realise these are hard times for customers and particularly our employees at the legendary Phoenix Artists Club. However, I put this time of enforced estrangement from you all to very good use, and I've pondered how best we can perhaps develop the customer journey and experience as exemplified by the leaders of customer service in both banking and insurance industries. Walk this way as I introduce you to our new training staff symposium. Staff, a bucket. Staff, a mop. Used for cleaning something called floors. Staff, Django product. No expense spent. Used for cleaning behind something called the bar. And in a bid to further reduce customer complaints, moan, I've learned a great deal from the magnificent services provided online. I, like most of us in the world, have been deeply moved with the way that Wi-Fi, broadband and internet has really risen to the challenge during these trying times. Therefore, our new introduction for customer service in response to complaints is, if you can imagine, I want to complain. Member of staff, certainly sir, it will only be a few minutes for me to register your complaint. I think this is revolutionary and will turn around the way that you deal with customers. I wanted to end my public information broadcast to you all with my grasp of the reality of what it is like to own Phoenix Artists Club. Excuse me, I'm going down. I'm keeping up with the kids. tears.
You're going to see there's the films by the Phoenix crew do seem to have a common theme, which is a bit worrying if you ask me.
Alcohol.
But alcohol, yeah. There you go. If you've been waiting all this long for Myra DuBois, here she is. Here's the second installment. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Hello again, gentle viewer. I hope you've enjoyed the rest of your evening. I was just going through some old writings whilst you were watching the rest of the show, and that's a lie, this is pre-recorded. And I found an old poem I thought I'd share with you, because what else do you need on a Saturday night when you're sat at home drinking bottles of vodka of a brand that you've put to the back of the cupboard and thought you'd never see again? What more could you want other than a poetry recital? I know, you're welcome, you're welcome. So I've dug this old one out of the archives, the DuBois archives, the DuBois library, and I thought I'd read it to you. It's quite a sentimental poem. I'm sorry to interrupt your evening with something that's, how can I say, a little bit highbrow, but it's a sentimental poem regarding friendship and loss as well, if you don't mind me being profound. I wrote this poem after I found out a dear friend of mine, Ethel, had passed away. I popped into, she used to volunteer at a charity shop, and I popped in and, well, she died. Not there and then, she wasn't, you know, slumped over the counter. No, but she died a few weeks before, and I hadn't heard about it. And to know that I could have lost someone and not known, well, it made me think, how does this affect me? Well, you would, wouldn't you? So I've written down some words about the passing of Ethel, and I've called this poem When You Died. That's right, this poem is called When You Died, and it's written by me, Myra DuBois. All right, here we go. When you died. When you died. When you died. By me, Myra DuBois. Here we go. I'll read this little poem for you. I won't take up too much of your time. You'll get back to the song and the dance and the burlesque in a minute. But just for now, I'll read this little poem for you, entitled When You Died, by me, Myra DuBois. Okay, here we go. When you died, by me, Myra DuBois. When you died, by me, Myra DuBois. I've written this poem. It's entitled When You Died, and it's written by me, Myra DuBois. When You Died, by me, Myra DuBois. When Colin asked me to do this video, he said, can you fill 3 minutes? I said, don't worry, I'll fill it. When You Died, by me, Myra DuBois. Here we go. When you died, by me, Myra DuBois. Okay, here we go. When you died, you owed me money for a catalogue order. Moving, isn't it? I've been Myra DuBois. You've been whoever you are. Have a lovely night. Goodbye. Off to the next person. Bye.
By me.
It's one way to fill 3 minutes, isn't it? Anyway, I think now we should have the weather. What do you think? Here we go.
Now we'll have the weather forecast in a minute, and of course it'll be 100% accurate and provide all the detail you could possibly want. I've just seen Thomas Schaffenacker preparing for it, so I'm not in touch.
Hello there, good evening. With temperatures reaching 25 degrees across the UK, it's been the warmest day of the spring break so far, but one important message: please don't come out of your houses. Just to repeat, please don't come out. I mean, please, of course, don't come out of your houses, not closets or anything like that. Anyway, Muscle Man 1975, call me.
What's his name? Shufflenacker is his name.
Schaffenacker. I don't know what. I thought Shuffle Knuckles was better.
I can't wait to do a bit of Shuffle Knuckles on this as well.
Be careful.
Just to remind everybody to keep our streams alive and so our artists, you can go to the link that we've been posting, or it's in the status of the video.
Thank you very much, Stu. And next up, one of our fabulous acts. She's the queen of the green screen. That's what I'm calling her this week. See you in a minute. It's the wonderful Sooz Kempner.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. I've got a couple of songs for you, but this look won't do it all. Hang on. That's better. Do you know what? This dress makes me think of how there are worse things I could do than that costume change. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry. A fact I'll bet you never knew, that to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing I could do. I think I want to do Barbra Streisand, but that will involve a very fine suit. Huh? Yeah? Bit more Streisand? This suits Ted Baker. Costs a lot to look this cheap. Now, we're doing Streisand, so I think we should go to Vegas. Yeah. £22, eBay. Ted Baker. No messing. Happy Easter. I want to learn what life is for. I don't want much, I just want more. Ask what I want, and I will sing. I want everything, everything. I'd cure the cold and the traffic jam. If there were floods, I'd give a damn. I'd never sleep, I'd only sing. Let me do everything, everything. I'd like to plan a city and play the cello, play at Monte Carlo, play Othello, move into the White House, painted yellow, speak Portuguese and Dutch, and if it's not too much, I'd like to have the perfect twin, one who'd go out as I came in. I've got to grab the big brass ring, so I'll have everything, everything. fun fair. Every ride invites me, and it's unfair saying that I only get my one share. Doesn't seem just. I should do as I must if they give me the chance to change the tide. Give me the truth if once I lied. Give me the man who's gonna bring more of everything. Then I'll have everything.
She's good, isn't she? Oh,
that's
turn
it.
that
Yeah, turn
bit
that off.
off.
Oh my god, I always get really choked up. Sooz is amazing. And I love her suits and her backdrop. She's so beautiful. And lots and lots and lots of love for Sooz and all our artists tonight, actually, in the comment section. So thank you, everybody. Keep commenting. Keep sending your love. That's brilliant. Colin, I'm missing the staff. And I'm wondering what they're getting up to.
I'm missing your egg.
Have you eaten my egg?
No, I haven't eaten it.
What? You've eaten the egg, haven't you? Okay, now. Thanks, boss. Thank you.
Here's Cat and Daisy.
Doing what everyone tells me. So if you love me, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, leave me
But you drive me crazy, and I'm thinking I don't feel it, but I don't know my place and I can't hide it. And I feel that you want me to, boy. Baby, can you find me? I don't wanna be the one against the wall, yeah. You and me, boy, oh yeah, I feel so strong, but I adore you. I want to see you, yeah, I do. I can't fight this feeling no more.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
I love that they put a show on. That's amazing.
Is that so cool?
Daisy and all her TikTok knowledge, because she is 20 and I am very old compared to Daisy, and she's amazing.
Do you know that Kat made that mirror ball at home? Literally, it's a homemade mirror ball.
I did love the little doggy running the tech desk at the
Turner.
So funny. I loved it.
You didn't see Killian off set with treats, did you? Getting him to stay. We've got another member of staff, the lovely Becca. There's a theme. I'm telling you, Stu. Here we go. no. He gets
love it.
better. What?
Like in Devon. It was lovely.
Is she
down
in
there.
Devon?
Yeah, she's in Devon.
Oh, I didn't. Bless her. Bless her for being in isolation in Devon. Hello, Bex. Oh, these are lovely. Right up next, we have the fantastic comedian Stephen Bailey. Now, if my lovely little nephew, Will Savage, has managed to get Nana Savage onto her Facebook in Bournemouth, this is the time that she should turn off. Because I think it has an 18 warning, and just to let you know, Stuart, I know nothing about what they're talking about whatsoever.
When you rent or buy a video, you need to know that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you understand what the film is like, you can look at the certificate it has been given. This film has been classified as 18. That means this film is only suitable for people aged 18 or over.
I find it very weird to do stand-up with no reaction, so I'm going to do it like a little gossip. My boyfriend is standing holding the camera because he has nothing to do either. Say hello, boyfriend.
Hi, boyfriend.
We've lost about 4 viewers. I don't think that's okay. So I'm going to carry on and try and do stand-up in a gossipy way, and hopefully you all lol. So I thought I'd talk about relationships because I'm in one, and before I got into a relationship, I was an old romantic for years. I thought it'd be one way because I always wanted a relationship like my parents because they've been together forever because they're brother and sister. And oh my god, Rich is smiling. Even Rich isn't laughing. It's like, I mean, why wouldn't you laugh? And I think, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's really hard to meet people nowadays because, well, I think everyone's gone very shallow and vacuous, and I do blame the internet, I really do. I blame Instagram because everyone's got those amazing, you know, the women's bodies. Anyway, everyone's got, and the gays are really bad for it. And I know this is the Phoenix Artists Club and it's full of the gays watching, so maybe you'll learn something from this, gays. Stop being superficial. They want the perfect tan, the perfect six-pack, the big dick, and I'm just not shallow in that way. I'd rather know what someone earns. Well, honestly, do you know, why do you think I'm with you?
Well, I don't know.
Let me tell you, COVID-19 isn't paying, but someone's a lawyer. More on that in a minute. So because of how the gays work, I started to try and get in shape, but I don't really like any form of exercise ever, so I started going swimming because it works every muscle and I enjoy being wet. But I don't like going when the little bastards are in the pool, do you know, on a school trip, like splashing around. Oh, aren't we cute? And that's when I learned that you can't get away with anything with this voice, right? Because I thought, right, well, if I don't want to go there, I'm a reasonable human being, so I'll just go at a different time of day. And I rang up the leisure centre in advance and I spoke to the girl behind reception. I just went, hi, babe. I'm thinking about coming down to the pool this afternoon. Can I just check, will there be any children in it? And she was like, why? And I was like, oh, I just want to know if there's any fit ones. Why the f*** do you think? So let's talk a little bit about Rich, right? Because we're at that stage where we've been together just over a year now and we still really like each other. And he's a lawyer, which I think is very smart on my part. And we have these little pet names for each other. Like he calls me his little monkey kittens and I call him my pension. The door's gone. This is what happens. Press pause. Go and get the door. Okay. I would say, I don't know about you, Rich, but I would say the weirdest thing about getting into a relationship is when you've got to start doing, like, all the grown-up stuff, like your first holiday. And the worst bit for me was, like, when you have to meet the parents. And not only when I have to meet the parents, but when each set of parents has to meet the other set of parents. Because, honestly, it's like watching your parents date each other. What you have to do is you have to prepare each set of parents for the other set of parents' bad habits. So, for example, I had to tell Rich's parents about how my dad is deaf in one ear because I didn't want them to think that he was being rude, but he's not deaf in one ear, he's just f***ing rude. I think that is my favourite joke. Whenever we do the Bloomsbury Theatre, oh, they applaud. So applaud at home, applaud. It's Saturday night, you've had a drink, applaud. Louder, louder. I can't hear you on the internet. And I've got to talk about my mum actually, because my mum's one of my favourite people I know, and she's one of the strongest people I know because she's got that fibromyalgia, which is like this chronic pain in the bones, and there's no cure for it, there's no research done for it yet to know how to like ease the pain, and she never ever moans about it even though she's in constant agony. So when she does moan, I don't know what to do, so all I can do is make her laugh. And when we were at home over Christmas, because it was colder, she was in more pain and she was like, oh god, Stephen, my fibromyalgia is so painful today. And I was like, oh god, if you think that's painful you should try anal. And I know, and she went, I have. And my dad went, with who? So that was a Christmas dinner that I don't want to experience ever again. And keeping on the topic of, you know, pain, shall we talk about sex?
You can.
Yeah, we'll talk about sex. Gay sex. Gays. What are we doing? Honest to God, when it comes down to anal sex, that's the only time in my life I'm like, oh God, I wish they kept us illegal. And it is sore though, isn't it? And I honestly thought gay sex, I thought it would be a bit like, do you know, when you're just shagging around and going for anyone, and it's just like, oh God, like just flip me on the front, I'll catch up my emails, like I'm not bothered, I may as well be the side of the sofa. But what I feel like is, I thought when I found true love, it would get much easier. I thought it'd be like, you know when Aladdin gets to the Cave of Wonders, and it's like, you are the one I've been looking for. And then he just falls straight in, like you're meant to be here, just come on into the cave, dead easy. Like the log flume at Alton Towers, right in, whoosh. Whoosh. But it's not like that at all. Rich still has to pin me down. It's like feeding a child a paracetamol, you know, get in! And I just don't want to do it anymore. It's not really comedy, I just thought you should know. Yeah, just so you know. And also I don't want to do blowjobs. This is for paninis, not for penis. I think it's really important that you know that. And, I mean, it's not been sexy during COVID-19 lockdown, has it? It's not been sexy one bit. I mean, his idea of dirty talk is, Stephen, did you take the bins out? Like, it's not sexy at all. I mean, one time during sex, he actually said to me, he went, Stephen, will you add bleach to the shopping list? And I'm like, why are you talking about bleach while you're looking at my arsehole? No wonder I don't want to do it. Like, some relationships experience domestic violence. We experience domestos violence. He's only laughing at that because he wrote that bit. It's not fair. Do you know, it is interesting because at the minute, like, we're doing this as our job. I'm performing in front of, like, the bloody bedroom gnome. And because I've got no work for the rest of my life. And then I'm just thinking about all the frontline workers that are working in supermarkets at the minute. Because I used to work at a supermarket. I worked at Sainsbury's for 6 years. And I was the best checkout chick you'd ever seen. Honest to God, the queues to my checkout were longer than... Well, I would normally say the queues to get in here tonight, but there's only 2 of us allowed in the building. So they were longer than that. And it's because old women really love me. Because I laugh and have a bit of banter. You say they want to shag their husband. They love all that stuff. And it got to a point where I had regulars. So, for example, every Wednesday at 10 a.m, like clockwork, Doreen would come in after she'd been to the doctors being a hypochondriac. And she would march right up to my checkout and she'd be like, oh, Stephen, who've you been shagging this weekend in the gay village? I'd be like, Doreen, your son. Oh, how we laughed. Hope you enjoyed. Tweet and shit, bye! I just keep thinking about all the times I've stopped and started, and you can't do that in a gig, but in your living room, love it. No wonder Holly Willoughby's so happy.
Now, I have a challenge for you before next Saturday, other than drinking all of that neat vodka.
What's the challenge, my lovely?
Now, I want you to, it's a video challenge.
What, for next week? Me make a video?
Yes.
Right.
I want you to watch this video, take note, and then you need to reproduce this video for next Saturday. Is that all right?
Reproduce, is that a posh word for recreate?
That vodka is kicking in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting late now. Welcome
Pay
aboard, everybody.
pay attention now. I'm only playing this once. Are you ready?
Hi, hope you're okay. I've been told that pasta ducks is pronounced pas de deux, so sorry about that. That made me look silly. Anyway, here's some hip hop. Okay, starting a loose munch and put it on a coaster. Immodest reptile into Baba Ganoush, bag for life, Goujon, chimpanzee, pull it forwards, Ainsley Harriott, Ted Baker's real name is Ray, really catch the lip on that. Wait! Pick up your ferrets. Now, we're going to get a cue to PA because we're going to go straight into squeeze the ferret. Squeeze the ferret. Look at your hands like they're other people. 11 herbs and spices. Pull up your mum. Everybody do this for a bit.
I've lost the plot. Oh, God.
What the fuck? I've seen this guy. fucking joke. Isn't it? This is like I think this is his third or fourth video, and he's been going viral. He is incredible. He's a stand-up, he's a comic. But I just love Baba Ganoush. Pick up your ferrets. Squeeze your ferrets.
Oh my word!
Okay.
Right,
or do my own.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching the Saturday Super Show. Thank you so much to Myra DuBois, to Sooz Kempner, to Mark Watson, to the wonderful Yasmine Day, and to the fabulous, who have I forgotten? One more. Who's that? Oh, Stephen! At the end, the rude devil that he is. We'll see you next Saturday. In the meantime, have a lovely Easter tomorrow. I've eaten his egg. Bye!
Bye, everybody.